Ji, Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum students. At KIMS, we believe that access to accurate and timely information is the right of every student. That is why this is our third video regarding the cancellation of exams of May-June 2023. Cancellation of some of the exams of May-June 2023. The first video we recorded in the evening of the day when the exams were cancelled. Alhamdulillah, all those things which we predicted are mentioned in that video turned out to be true. So there are two types of cancellations. One, a component was cancelled, but the exam was for the other component was held. In that particular case, the grade which Cambridge is giving, they are giving it a name of assessed grades. It's not the average grade, which we normally say. We normally think that the average percentage, average marks which a candidate has scored in the component for which he or she has taken the exam will be transferred to the component for which exam was cancelled. Now that is not true. What is the true thing? Cambridge believes in fair grades. They are aware of the fact that there are components which are harder and there are components which are easier. So for example, there are two candidates, candidate A and candidate B. Now both have taken the exam of a certain component, which is probably a hard one, and both have scored 70% marks. The exam for the other component was cancelled for candidate A, but for candidate B, the exam was held. So candidate A could not score any marks in that component, but candidate B scored 90% marks because the other component was easier. So both candidates scored 70% in the component for which exam was held for everyone, but candidate A did not score any marks for component B2 because the exam was cancelled. But candidate B scored 90% as it was an easier component. Now in this case, candidate A will also be awarded 90%. He won't be given 70% he has scored, he'll be given 90% because he has demonstrated in the component for which exams was held for both candidates. The candidate A has demonstrated that his skills and his ability level is similar to that of candidate B. So the marks which candidate B is going to get in the component for which exam was cancelled for candidate A will automatically get those marks. So in a brief manner, let me say, your percentage score will not be transferred to the component for which exam was cancelled. Your rank, your position will be transferred. So in case you have done pretty well in the component, you have taken the exam and you have scored top, you have been among top 2%, you will be among top 2%, you will be placed among top 2% for which the component was cancelled. So that is the assessed grade. That is not the average grade. So it is a very fair way, it is quite a fair way of awarding a grade. Now we move to those exam paper for which the entire exam was cancelled, and that is A2 Mathematics and History. Now A2 Mathematics, we mentioned that there are two possibilities. One is portfolio of evidence and the other is a mini exam. So Cambridge, for certain reasons, did not go for the option of portfolio of evidence. Why didn't they go for? Let me give you a couple of reasons. One, for portfolio evidence, where it was used in last year for some countries, the schools were given details, guidelines, and the framework under which they need to submit those portfolios. Those details were provided to the schools in around month of January, and there was an instruction that portfolios should be submitted before February or March so that they can be evaluated in case exams were cancelled. Now this option of portfolio evidence, if used now, would have wasted a lot of time. Most of students have left their schools. A2 students are no longer going to go to their schools. Over final year, some of them may join their own schools for the same school for A-level, some may not join. So contacting those students now and bringing them back to the school for portfolio evidence would have been very difficult and would have been very time consuming. So, and thirdly, there would have been some doubts about the fairness and about the genuineness of the work which was done in those portfolios. And that may have raised some eyebrows among IBCC, which is going to give the equivalence. So on these grounds, the option of portfolio evidence was not used, and the other option which we have been mentioning, a option of mini exam. Now they're calling it replacement exam. Now, but it is a mini exam because the exam for two components is condensed and converted into one component. Now students are rightly asking this question, teachers as well as centers are asking कि एक कंपोनेंट होगा तो उसमें एग्जाम पेपर में क्वेश्चन कौन से आएंगे. मिसाल के तौर पे मैथ्स 2 components are cancelled. One P3, that is pure maths, and the other one is S1 or mechanics, M1 probably we call it. So will the component the only component for which exam is going to be held? Will the questions be from pure mathematics, or they'll be from statistics or mechanics? So let me say, and I'm telling you this video is being recorded at 3:15, 21st of May, Sunday, and it will be uploaded on Monday, 22nd of May. So there may be some development or more information, but at this moment, when I'm recording this video, let me give this advice to all students who are taking mathematics A2, that please keep preparing for pure mathematics as well as the optional course which you are taking, stats or mechanics, because I believe that questions will be in that component will be questions in the replacement exam, in the mini exam will be from both pure mathematics and from mechanics or statistics. So please keep preparing. Students who were taking only A2 exam this year and they had taken AS exam in last year should remember that if they withdraw from this subject, they may not be able to retain their AS grade. For example, they have taken exam of AS in June 2022. That grade of AS was valid for a period of 13 months, which are expiring in this month of in the next month. So in case they choose to withdraw, कि जी हमारे पहले से कोई ट्रैवल प्लान थे, we cannot stay, हमने प्रिपेयर नहीं करना, हम withdraw कर लेते हैं, तो their AS grade may not remain valid. So I will advise students who are taking A2 component this June, AS का grade carry forward कर रहे हैं from June last year, they should surely take this component ताकि उनको A level का result मिल जाए. Similarly, दो स्टूडेंट जिन्होंने नवंबर में किया था नवंबर 2022 में AS, उनका ग्रेड वैलिड है अगले नवंबर तक. इट्स अप टू देम कि उन्होंने नवंबर में अब A2 करना है या ये रिप्लेसमेंट एग्जाम करना है. अब मैं आता हूँ उनकी तरफ जिन्होंने कंपोजिट ए लेवल दे रहे हैं इस साल. कंपोजिट ए लेवल में कुछ लोगों को स्पेकुलेशन है और मुझे कुछ लोगों ने ये क्वेश्चन पूछा है कि जी A2 के कंपोनेंट कैंसिल हो गए, AS के कंपोनेंट हो गए हैं, तो उनको कंपोजिट ए लेवल का ग्रेड मिल जाएगा. प्लीज नोट दिस थिंग, वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट, कि जी अगर आपने AS के सब्जेक्ट दिए हैं, कंपोनेंट दिए हैं, बेशक सारे के सारे दिए हैं, और A2 का कोई भी कंपोनेंट नहीं दिया, यू विल नॉट क्वालिफाई फॉर एन ए लेवल ग्रेड. आपको AS का ग्रेड मिल जाएगा, A लेवल का ग्रेड नहीं मिलेगा. टू बी एबल टू क्वालिफाई फॉर एन A लेवल ग्रेड यू नीड टू टेक एटलीस्ट वन कंपोनेंट ऑफ A2. सो वो आप पूरे रिप्लेसमेंट एग्जाम कंपलसरी है उन बच्चों के लिए जो जून 2023 में A लेवल का ग्रेड एम कर रहे हैं. जिनको AS का ग्रेड चाहिए वो ना दें A2 का, लेकिन अगर उन्होंने आपने A लेवल कंपोजिट दिया हुआ है या आप A लेवल AS पहले भी कर चुके हैं और आप यू आर नाउ लुकिंग फॉरवर्ड फॉर एन A लेवल ग्रेड लेना है, आपके लिए मस्ट है ये रिप्लेसमेंट एग्जाम देना. इस तरह हिस्ट्री में भी आपके जो 2 कंपोनेंट कैंसिल हुए हैं उसमें जो कॉमन जो दोनों के टॉपिक हैं वो उसका एक मिनी एग्जाम या रिप्लेसमेंट एग्जाम बनेगा. तो काइंडली आप भी अपने पूरे कोर्स को तैयार करते रहिए और मजीद कोई अपडेट आएगी हमको देंगे. आपके क्वेश्चन हो प्लीज़ फील फ्री टू आस्क मी. और अगले वीक में मैं एक वीडियो करूंगा कि ग्रेड थ्रेशोल्ड कैसे डिटरमिन होते हैं, कैसे पता लगता है कि जी 71 वाले को A ग्रेड मिलेगा इस साल, लेकिन पिछले साल 69 नंबर वाले को मिला था A ग्रेड. तो विल हैव ए वीडियो ब्रीफ ऑन दिस टॉपिक एज वेल. बहुत शुक्रिया आपकी फीडबैक का और आपके क्वेश्चंस का मैं इंतजार रहेगा. थैंक यू वेरी मच.